I'm gonna get a slow death tonight.
I think so.
You gonna come with us, Daniel? You never do.
Yeah, man. Come on. The bar's like a block away. You're not escaping us this time.
Listen, I get it. I get it. I'm sorry, but I promise I'll go with you next time.
Next time.
Yeah, you always say that.
I've yet to follow through, though.
Yeah, but this time I mean it.
Well, you better. All right.
What do you have?
Give me a dirty dog.
Sure thing, boss. Boss, you don't come around here that often, huh?
Not normally, no.
Word of advice, stay on the main streets. People have gone missing around here.
Is that so?
Just thought you should know.
You good, man? You look like you've seen death.
Oh, you gotta help me, man. I'm being chased.
Daniel, what's going on?
He's close by. Get away from me! Don't you guys see him?
See what? You're freaking out.
Ah!
You know what I am?
Death.
Your kind always seems to know who I am upon seeing me, yet lately you always run. Tell me, why did you run?
I don't want to die yet.
How disappointing. Come with me. There's something I wish to show you. Look around yourself. What do you see?
People. People getting off work. Probably going home.
I see mediocrity.
What?
What were your plans for this fine evening.
I was just gonna go home. Probably do nothing.
The same thing you've been doing for the past 8 years. You live your life strung along by obligation, too afraid of failure to strive for anything more.
I'd like to think I've been living pretty okay.
For time immemorial, I have taken your souls. Since the beginning, man has feared death, yet it is only recently that you find it unacceptable. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. Why?
Think for longer than 2 seconds for once.
Okay. Okay.
It's because no one is living. It gives me no pleasure to reap a wilted crop, yet here I am, fulfilling my duty with yet another who can't grasp their own mortality. Look over there. It's that vendor you encountered. What do you notice about her?
She's making hot dogs. How is this important?
She's talking to people. She tries her best to befriend them, but the people brush her aside, wanting the food she provides, but not the company.
All right. I'm sorry. I'll talk to her next time, and others, I suppose. Can I go now?
You've lived a rather comfortable life, haven't you?
Yeah. Guess so.
Never taking risks when you never had to.
That's smart, isn't it?
It's boring.
And what about them? What about those risk takers that succeed and rise through the ranks? I mean, is that what you want me to become?
You are too short-sighted. Think bigger. Do you really believe that is a life worth living? They do it for themselves because that is how they've been told how to live. It's rarely a decision I've seen made via the influence of one's own accord.
Then what do you want me to do? Do you want me to get a hobby? What?
If only it were so simple. Mankind used to live for others. Perhaps you may still see it from time to time. However, it always comes from a place of individual satisfaction or ambitious tendencies. I forgot to ask earlier. Why don't you want to die yet?
Well, I mean, I'm still young. And I've got time. I can change.
Words that are all too common. Tell me, when you were a child, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I don't know. Firefighter?
And yet you are now an auditor, a detective of finance. Well, consider me an auditor of lives. And your life, Daniel, has been rather disappointing.
Wait, you don't know anything about my life.
I know more than you, apparently. Yes, you wanted to be a firefighter, a rather noble proposition. People have always had tendencies to want to help one another, live for each other. Ask children what their dreams are, and you receive such answers. Doctor, firefighter, teacher. But the more you grow, the more that way of life is beaten out of you. Not one of the people you see around you has that mentality left in them.
Not one? I kind of find that hard to believe.
Perhaps. Of course, the only person you can truly know is yourself. But I also know you, Daniel. And I can tell you that you are indistinguishable from many others. Come, follow me once more.
No, wait! Will you please stop doing that? Is that one of your jobs too?
They all are. You know this particular gentleman. He owns the company you work for.
What? How come I didn't know about this? You would think someone like that would make a bigger exit.
One would think.
Yes, he made his company particularly wealthy. He lived comfortably his entire 87 years, yet when I approached, he went on and on about how he had so much he wanted to do. He had the time and the resources to do everything. Follow his dreams, spend time with his family, yet all he ever did was build up his company, and so was unprepared to die. Soon they'll be fighting over what remains of his empire, and he'll be forgotten by more than just yourself. Now, look here. He made a fortune in plastics. She inherited a fortune. They devoted their life to politics, but grew complacent. They all frivoled their lives away, and at the end, they all begged for more time.
It torments me. You are given wings, yet lack the will to use them. Instead of living life in beauty as butterflies, you wallow through life as caterpillars. Do you understand what I'm telling you? What is the meaning of life?
I think so. Live life for others?
Partially. Really, all I can ask is that you do something, anything with your lives to make you feel content in the end.
Then what's the meaning of life?
You really still don't get it? Very well then. The meaning of life is quite simple. To live well and to die well. Whatever you make of that is up to you, but if you reach the end and are still not ready, then you have failed. And you, sir, have failed most spectacularly.
Well, now I know, so I promise you I'll live a better life. So can I go now, please? I need to go talk to my friends. You know, explain everything. I'm sure they're worried about me.
They didn't seem to mind your absence nor your outburst.
I'll live my life to the fullest, I swear.
You really didn't listen to a word I said.
No, I did, I swear!
No! You heard, but you did not listen. Unfortunately for you, the outcome was always going to be the same. After all, I have a job to do.
Please.
Relax. I'll be quick. Think of it as thanks for hearing my frustrations.